to predict Inferno. If I finally discovered that all over the place. But we have a little bit of news. Both teams will be playing with a stand-in. HellRaisers still have not found a replacement for. They have found a replacement for Problem for the moment, which will be Mirror, who's originally playing on Team Spirit, and Nemiga are currently still not being able to play with Lollipop. I think still issues with his hand or something. So they will be having Krad from the X-Hard Legion roster, I believe. So predicting these teams is going to be really, really difficult for us. So we're just going to be basically gambling out as much as we possibly can. But it's all about a possibility to go up against XCOM AGO in the lower bracket round 2. So same stakes as the previous match. If you lose, you're out. There's nothing you can do about that. And if you win, you keep on fighting. And we're going to see some fighting right now, jumping into the game as soon as possible with the pistol round going underway here on Dust 2.
Getting into it, we see that T side already. So let's spam those mid doors, trying to get a bit of damage there. And you can see Lime taking a lot of it. The CT side got 2 players defending that ace and will be large with his teammates. The T side, all 5 of them coming from long a bit unusual, but we'll be going for it either way.
He's going to be tapping away a Flarich. First one to find contact and just all tapping away at every single one of them. Not really landing too many shots just yet. And well, JR against JO. That's going to be real difficult to the first foul in the end. Mir also stepping up now with a stand-in. And this is actually falling apart for Santa Nemiga. They need to get a couple of kills at this point, but MDS not finding anything for the moment. He has no assistance from his other teammate. They're so far away from each other. He's getting a dink in, but needs a little bit more than that. This is all falling flat. The energy's a little bit deflated. Flarich coming out for a double. And we will connect and secure the pistol round for HellRaisers.
And nice little swing there from Flash on the last 2. And well, HellRaisers start things off with 1-0 on the board down T side. Not even getting the bomber down. That's going to affect things slightly, but not a huge one. They can still easily come back from a 1-0 down, as they're going to be looking for an eco in this round. Xbox Smoke barely looked at the line, and it does. That nade, though, or those nades, I should say, is a double nuke coming in. MDS and Geo, good night. Forced on the spectator bench.
Well, Nemiga, with 3 remaining players and just pistols, I don't really see that much happening from it. Although, Speedak getting 1 at least. Looking for a little bit more. Not a lot of utility inside of HellRaisers. And oh no, JR. He oversteps his boundaries just a little bit. And it's getting a little more costly for HellRaisers than they might like. They had advantages, but they are kind of overstepping all of them. And now, with Lime, still going to get a kill. Still a bit of a weird push, but alright. Up against Glocks, I guess it works every now and then. 2 players remaining. Speedak and Krad looking for the way on in towards all of this, and that's not going to be going in their favor just yet. We'll get a kill on the way out, but Lime will clean up Speedak.
Yeah, getting themselves that second round on the board as expected. Will now force Nemiga to go on the offensive. The weapons. Maybe this round starts off a bit better than the last of those double nades from Mir and JR. Were quite the chunky boys. No armor, so it kind of goes already that way. But looking for this, the mid doors. Oh, okay. That's a decent starter already. The scout on JR. It's not got an AWP. That's a bit of an interesting buy coming out, but we'll see how much he can do. As well, a tag definitely worth it here. Samir holding close mid doors. Might be able to spot the plays as they start to jump up. We'll see if he can find them. As there is MDS, the man who got tagged down and removed out of the round. Now Box is there, and he will go with the trade. T-side map control immediately regained, and now looking to take some of that away from the CT towards short. There will be a man on the other side. Scout JR quickly moving around.
JR is a incredibly aggressive opper when it comes to it, but you have to really equip that gun in these 3 rounds that are currently being played. Still waiting on the decision that Nemiga wants to be going through. We're looking to go towards the B bomb site, or the A bomb site, apologies. Now, Box already making the first point of contact. Flower just going to be pushing up close through the smoke as well. That might not be expected. Going back towards the tunnels is Kalinka. Well, he's going to be getting a little bit of contact, and well, Lime stepping a little bit too far in towards the hole. Crowd trying to survive it between the CT players, not going to be going in his favor, but looking at the health of HellRaisers, retaking this is going to be a really difficult feat.
Yeah, look at the HP as well on the CT side of players. It's not looking great here. It's Nemiga. They look to get themselves their first round on the board, kneeling the CTs. Well, they actually, do they want to go for this or not? I'm a bit confused as of right now. They're going through the tunnels and apparently Flowers jumping around, B-hopping it like he has a sense of duty towards that B site. And well, as they walk in, OGA turns them around, or well, turns him around as Flowers the only man here. And it will be saving the AK instead. So 2-1 a scoreline will be coming in immediately here. No time to wait as Nemiga get themselves on the board. And that is a quick start to this. That B side held well by the post plant.
Nemiga get their first round on the board. SpeedX still holding on towards the AWP. No real response just yet from HellRaisers. Well, considering everything that they have got going on for them on the CT side, it looks like it's going to go in favor of Nemiga. Potentially they might go for a couple of extra, more aggressive type plays. Speedak already getting a little bit of a tag, getting a little bit of loving, but here comes MDS swinging on through. Look for a second one. Mir is still behind the doors, and he is quite formidable on his own. Here is Crowd, and Box have been able to walk up so far already towards the A bomb site. They didn't even have anything there. Nothing prepared, and well, it's all gonna falling apart already. So Kalinka just left with scraps.
That's a nice round coming out there. As Nemiga 2-0 and dealing with that round very well there from the CTs. And making it look extremely easy as they do just walk over them. And no reason to rebuy any weapons as no players got taken down as the CTs pistols on them. And look like they've got some kind of a sense of direction here in this one, or maybe not, as they immediately do turn away from mid. Looking like they were kind of wanting to go for that, but suppose not, or maybe... Oh, I hear some chat going on in the background. Might be a restart of the round. As no one's really going for anything yet. CT's hanging around there. Spawn, T-Sign doing the same. I think we might be seeing a restart here.
Well, it's all within the rules. It's within the time frame. It's within the everything. It is all... Well, hopefully it will all go in favor of... just to fix up the small issue. Don't exactly know what was going to be the issue here, but it seemed like it's going to be set to it. Maybe they wanted timeout, didn't get it. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not too sure either. What is happening in this one? It is an interesting one right now.
Oh, looking at statistics right now, that HellRaisers.
We got some soccer in T-Spawn.
Oh hell yeah!
Who
cares about statistics if you got pistols and soccer?
I've got it there, but now we've got our restart, and well, I think might be here for a few seconds. I'm not sure what the problem is, but hopefully whatever it is will be fixed rather quickly. Like always.
There it is. Cancel coming through.
There we go.
HellRaisers on their track record, 16 maps of... Wait, no. 27 maps of Dust 2 have been played. They've won 59% of them.
That is a lot of Dust 2.
That is so much Dust 2. They did pick this one. This is their, forte. Nemiga played it 9 times, won 22% of them. Oh, a little bit of a different attitude towards the map there, and what was...
Oh, it was a knife for them coming out from Flourish there, but
it didn't connect. That was a bit unfortunate. Okay, Mir does get a dink in on MDS, but not much more than that, I'm afraid.
yeah, it was a bit of a throwaway round from the CTs. You can see they tried to go for a bit of a manpower stack towards mid, but it's the round over, and Nemiga have taken the lead very early on here on the mapping of HR. And well, weapons once again out. No up on the CT side just yet. I do want to know, when are we going to see it here? But
4
and
like 4 A1Ss though.
Yeah, I like the push as well from Box, immediately going to challenge that mid-air, and it's going to be Mir around the smoke, and finally the first frag.
This is the start of a new A1S meta here on the tier 2 scene. Could potentially be like that. Well, Crad will have a little bit of fun towards on long, bringing things back to a 4-on-4. The positioning from Nemiga could be susceptible to a potential, swing on through, but don't really have the utility to commit to a swing like that, so they have to go through just firepower alone. MDS behind that smoke has actually a gap to work with in case things do go badly. And well, Jo playing it very safely, has been caught off in that position before. MDS up close will get one, but Mir's going to quick trade. Now, things are getting a little bit more difficult. Jo, slight bob of the head, and well, JR wasn't expecting that. That's the A-bomb site completely opened up for the side of Nemiga. HR, it's a difficult call to make. Do you want to be going for this? You don't have the utility, you don't have the kits either. Already low on health. Kalinka seems to at least wanted to get an opening frag, at least try and assert themselves. Not going to the best of starts. Mir, you might just have to save it.
Yeah, keyword there with Kalinka being the trying party, immediately gets shot down, and Mir with the AK trying to save it. It's got to be Nemiga with a very quick T-side start here. And well, don't want to say just yet. I mean, this is the mapping of HellRaisers, but this T-side is getting to a very dangerous start, Greb. Remember what our first map happened? Remember what happened there?
16-5 on that T-side.
That was quite something.
Although I will say that the T-side, the T side got off to a lot slower of a start there. They only were able to put in 1 round intervals between the between the rounds there, because it ended up being a 12-3 half, and it was a round win for CTs, 5 rounds in a row for the T side, 1 round for CT, 4 rounds in a row, and then 3 rounds in a row after that. So currently, HellRaisers is already looking like it to be going off to a better start, but not exactly for long. That was the one player with armor already being dropped to the floor, and that's going to be the rest coming through long as well. Flourish not finding anything with the AK or the Deagle from long range. MDS pushing up close as well. JR almost alive, and he will get swung on through. A very quick and clean up from the side of Nemiga.
Yeah, good round again coming out from them. Very quickly dealing with the CTs there, but now again, it's going to be the buy coming out from them, and it's the problem once again arising for the CT side. If they can win a round like this, how many rounds will they get in total before Nemiga just immediately start rolling over them? Even more than they already are. The C smoke line do not see before I'm going to trust that. It lands. Ooh, actually doesn't. Xbox smoke does not land, and Mir is given free sight into mid. The op does connect onto Crad, taking him down to 20 HP and the CTs. I like the setup they've got here. Salam playing very far back, and his teammate as well. Quite far back, but they've got a bit of a crossfire here still, and oof, there's MDS. Has been spotted. A quick flick up. That's the A1S. Finds its first victim, Kalinka. Oh, is he gonna spot Geo on the other side? As they walk out, the smoke fades. It will be the CT side, a second M4. A1S, the silencers, getting some action.
With the op now in hands of the 2 players on HellRaisers. Things are still kind of up in the air. Not quite sure where they want to strike on through. Nade is very good. Tag down for a lot of players. And actually, quick little shot from JR. Might as well do a little bit of clay pitching shooting. And now, with 2 players remaining on side in Nemiga, I think just heard a little bit of a timeout coming in towards the chat as well. But Crad, he will get the first say in this. They're looking to go towards the B bomb site now. It might be the best chance they have. Not a lot of utility on any players from HellRaisers, but enough aim to make it up for it. And now, Kalinka did see the head of Crad, but not the second one just yet. He will wrap around and clean that one up for HellRaisers. A little bit of a point of interest for the current stand-in situation. Speedak was a previous player on the Hard Legion squad, and Crad is a player who came directly from the Hard Legion squad to stand in for them. So they already have a little bit of extra chemistry going on that Nemiga side, much more than they did when they had the other stand-in, which I think was their coach.
Ooh, that was on the HellRaisers. I think they had Forrester in the first match they played.
Forrester, yeah.
Yeah, Forrester.
He was also in HellRaisers, no, in Hard Legion, so my point still doesn't stand at all. So...
True. But either way, okay, we'll just get back into the game. We've been talking over this first 20 seconds or so, and we've missed a lot of action, like the nade that immediately went down there. Looking for the next one here. I do want to see this CT side go for like some kind of aggression very soon. Like, you want to see someone going towards long, but the T side, they're taking map control. The CT's not really contesting too much. Obviously, I say that, and the CT is gone for a bit of a long push, but it's going to leave that A-bomb side wide open, and Gia got to be catching the rotate, will make CT side retake that much more hard, and Lime got to be in mid.
It's a pretty standard dance along the map. If you lose short, you take long. If you lose long, you go try and take short. That's currently a dance that HellRaisers have currently been performing, but there's only one man on this defense towards the A-bomb site. There's a little bit of an A-split potential coming on through as well, and Lime loses the duel over towards on middle. Jo is able to get the opening, but here comes Flarich. Able to take down the mole in the backline for side of Nemiga. Murray has been doing quite well for his stand-in role. Highest on top of the scoreboard. Flarich finds another one. Box. Way out of his league. Way out of place. Over towards on middle. JR looking for a potential frag towards on Speedak. We'll find it. And now, the retake comes in full effect. Mir with a good shot towards MDS. And it is only Crad. And he will get the first one. But getting much more than that is a difficult task. And Mir will take him out in the end. That was a solid retake from the boys of HellRaisers.
Yeah, I got a bit worried, like exactly the time when Lion went down and admitted to GI. I mentioned it as soon as we saw him at the doors. Rotates were gonna be long, but it apparently didn't matter. It was the all from JR who was teased for so long trying to chase down. It was a Speedak on short. And in the end, he did find him at that same time. His teammates came in from a short find man on the bomb site, and retake basically complete. And their controlly early shot from Speedak, not gonna connect onto anyone just yet, and the tease out towards long. We saw them last round just basically go a bit slower, ignore this area of the map instead of taking mid, and now here change up coming from them. JR with the ult, gotta be boosted onto short. As they've lost long. Well, here they go. You mentioned that in the last round as well. Gonna be seeing it for the CT side this time.
Well, Nemiga still in a little bit of a limbo when it comes to map control. They have places in both positions at the moment. Kalinka and Lime using that mid control to the best of their ability, but Kalinka's still here. Mirrors also come to back them up, and Tunnels is theirs. Lock and key. But now I need to worry about the A-bomb side instead, considering the amount of Nemiga plays already there. JR having a little bit of bad luck with that Molotov. Still keep him alive, but does push him out of a position they could potentially help. Mir is doing an incredible job with the AWP lately. Looking for a little bit of extra. Nemiga now in a 2-on-3. Post-plant position. Flarich, Kalinka, and Mir. Oh, scratch that last one. Jo trying to go for a little bit more, but that's all into box, and he has no armor on him. Technically, there was an eco round from the side of Nemiga. That's really very impressive. First shot with the Flourish will be a little bit too strong for him. A little bit too hot to handle. And they will get their 5th. They will equalize.
Yeah, very quickly having done so here. Was at 5-2 not so long ago, and the T-side have been matchy, but the economy is still heavily favoring that T-side. How is Crad still at 11,000?
Was that previous round an eco round? Why? It's so much money. How did they all just drown it? Suddenly it's all gone. How did that suddenly happen? How do you suddenly lose 11k?
I think he bought an AWP, and well, there's a reason for it apparently. JR will finally go down, and after a map and a half, we have been given a frag through the mid doors and another one by MDS, but the trades are there. Kalinka picks up the AWP. Is he ready to be bomb? So will be pressured immediately as a follow-up.
Well, they haven't gone out the doors yet, so Kalinka still has a chance of potentially locking things on down, potentially for a timing shot, but not going to be going in his favor. We'll flash his teammate in instead. It's a good flashbang as Lime is now in on that bomb site, not expecting players in the positions where they are. Now Kalinka is in a real tough spot. There's a player behind him. Crad not going to be giving in the satisfaction of good timing. And well, he'll clean that one up in the end. 4 players alive for Nemiga. That's a very, very strong T take. Didn't even need the bomb plan in the end of it.
No, apparently not. And well, so far in the game, it's been well, as you can tell by the scoreline, it's been very even. But the CT side of HellRaisers is a bit on the back foot. And I'm wondering, like, this is their map pick. Obviously, I would assume they take the half. Still doesn't. I mean, it doesn't mean they will. But Nemiga, very good job here, and apparently got to be fed with.
Yeah.
5 between the two of them. 7 rounds for the Nemiga side of Nemiga. Well,
it's just so satisfying to see when like professional players call when the enemy flashbang is coming in perfectly. Like I can almost guess that both of those players were not even blind at all. They're just absolutely just sprayed down the remaining. I wish I had game sense like that. That's so satisfying to look at. HellRaisers now not exactly in the best of positions. That's some good movement. Piece of movement. Almost. Almost.
The tease. Hits the shot, but not the frag. And well, T-side, you can see they have basically responded with the same style of aggression the CD side have in this one. A long taken by Flourish. JR went towards short, and the T-side, well, they tried to match exactly that, sending one player to mirror that CT side right now. But Mir is looking into mid, but there's a smoke block in his way. Can't really see too much, and has to guess. But right now, I like this. Lime going out towards her. He's got a teammate right behind him. There's one frag for him. And looking for the next one. As they do go back onto 4-on-4, but the T-side's all on them here.
They have mid control. With Lime being smoked on out. Can't really do too much without risking his own life there. He's trying to swing on through. Does tag a dink, but not much more than that. Has reduced the HP of the boys of Nemiga enough. Mir has been in control of these double doors for so long. It's such a vital position, trying to spam away at these last 2 players, but not just enough for the moment. Flourish is undetected. They have no idea that he is there. It wouldn't even come up to their mind just yet. Anyone could be there for that long, and well, it's on to Crad with an AWP in possession. Not going to be able to connect the shot just yet, and well, 6-7 as the boys from HellRaisers, they take one back, but still, it's a lot of money on Nemiga.
Yeah, it seemed like the one eco round did help them sustain the money here. As well, win came out right after that one. The bomb gives them a bit more here. Lost bonus not really there, but now it will get on it. Still 3 players above 10k. This is given before. It is before the buy, so they're going to go down to like, what, 5k, 4.7-ish? Depending on the money.
Like that, yeah. Depending what they want to buy.
Yeah. Depending on the utility, I guess. Geo, he's already, well, going down to 1.7. Does not hesitate, buying himself an AK. And T-side time out here. A bit interesting, but at this point of the game, you usually tend to see some stuff the CT side or T side do, depending on, like, probably both teams have spotted something. And the fact that both of these teams have stand-ins, there's got to be some stuff that they don't usually, or some stuff that's not as refined as with their core 5. So you can somewhat somewhere exploit that a bit more easier, or a bit more easily than when they're playing against the core 5.
HellRaisers, they're giving a lot of responsibility to Mir. He's out towards those double doors basically 24/7, and well, he's been doing a really good job of holding it down, topping frags on the squad for now. Well, yet to see what they were going to be doing for Crad. Flower Troy Frenzy going towards MDS. That's a pretty good start.
Yeah, it's a good start, but the T side like this, they're out towards long has not been contested at all. We've said it a few times, and right now we can see that the CT side, they've just let go of long instead. Focus on short, and that means they need to be ready as the T side start to make their move in. And Kalinka is going to be the man close by. The smoke is there. He's going to have a slight gap if he tries to. But now here's the player go on towards that bomb site. Krad taking it out at 88 HP with a flashbang. Perfect towards that bomb site. Takes down the first man defending it out of CT's. Have to go for a bit of a retake.
What? Lime, fully blind, still adjusts his aim well enough to take down Krad. Can't be about that just yet, and now, well, with the remaining players from HellRaisers ready to be flashed on in throughout all of this, Lime does bite the bullet after a while, but there's 2 ops in this post plant, and they're doing quite a lot of work up against 2 ops from HellRaisers now. It's going to be a tough one to try and clear out angles with, well, this heavy machinery, but they're going to be trying to hard nonetheless. Does spot the big open mirror, able to get 1 for his troubles. Does spot JO as well. Now, the remaining players still looking. Box is still there. Mir actually gets that frag. Box in a 1-on-2 when the positions are already in favor of HellRaisers. They're able to take it all down. Mir basically soloing that retake with just help of a boost from JR.
Yeah, you said they're giving him a lot of responsibilities. That goes to show why it's top fragger 15 and 3 frags in that round. 7 to the side of HellRaisers. Again, we're looking at an 8-7 here. That's been...
Yeah.
It's been basically in like a 10-5 or 8-7. I don't think we've seen any other score lines here in the past 2 days. 11-4 was the dominating one to the first one. But now it's just been given more close matches.
I'm going to redirect you immediately and say that the previous match was a... it's also on Dust 2 with a 12-13. No, 12-3, I mean.
I rest my case.
Alright, well.
Close
This is HellRaisers map pick after all. They are proven to be a little bit more adept at it. But they are putting it, well... Nemiga, they're definitely giving it their best showing. Trade's going equal way at this point. With the attention now going towards the B-bomb site yet again. Potential now for the 2 players here to really show some impact. And Mir, well, up in position, he's ready to go. First frag has already been found, looking for the couple of extra. Now JR also joining in on the front towards on middle. But Speedak is the only one left alive. The only Bastion, that will be halftime. 8-7 as Kalinka clutches that one out. And a very, very nice knife as well, but that's not the focus point after all. Focus point is that, well, HellRaisers, they just barely scraped together enough rounds to win out the first half on their map pick of Dust 2. And Nemiga, well, we're going to see how they can test their mettle in the same shoes.
Yeah, headed to that T side in a bit. It'll be all on them. I'm guessing it's going to be similar close, or like close half as this first one. Mir maybe given a bit more responsibilities with the entries or whatever role he's got to be slotted into here. I'm not too sure.
It is always easy just to, when you have a stand-in player, just to, just go entry, just go wild. Go.
Yeah, just go entry. I mean, you can give that to Mir. He's a fantastic player here, so.
Oh yeah, he's definitely one of like the. I think he's also the entry fragger for Spirit, so it worked out in his favor. It would probably be a little bit more difficult for an operator to suddenly stand in and then having to be the support player. And well, anyway, the first shots have been fired. HellRaisers looking to apply pressure a little bit towards the middle. That's just a ruse. The main focus going towards B, with a little bit of a 3-man setup from the side of Nemiga, which is a very, very good read. MDS gets one, JO gets dropped. Now, it is only 2 players here left. We're still mid-presence, and Speedak has just been removed from all of his worries, leaving only Mur. Well, it's a tough position to be on in. It's the shooting gallery, basically. You got to try and push on through this.
Yes, whack-a-mole back with the bomb site. MDS looking to spam into P2K. It's not very accurate, apparently.
Are they not? The other ones are not even helping him out. They're
just waiting.
This.
It's going to be a bait setup. Look, as soon as he goes anywhere, well, apparently there's not. He goes thinking he's going to go for the swing on the player on the car position, then the 2 remaining players on the bomb site can just swing out. Well, that works. With a Nemiga pistol round in the pocket 8-8, the thing is tied up again, but the T side, look at that, immediately buying up a Macton on flares, everyone else on pistols. There is potential for this.
Could always work. We've seen it time and time again, especially in the previous matchup, where it just suddenly turned on its head. Well, look at the aggression already coming in from HellRaisers Flarich with a Mac-10. Close range, you wouldn't have it any other way, but he does also get traded out for his efforts. Speedak looking for a little bit of higher ground, and well, Lime will get the previous AK, but they have been sandwiched in already. The aggression from middle as Krad is right outside their door. They have to either fight him or fight the A-bomb site. Considering that Kalinka is still in position to potentially flank the main A hold, they would be more willing to go over there. M4 picked up on the side of Lime as well, so a little more potential. There still is the increasing danger of a quick flank. Potentially even growing a little bit. They now know potentially even 2 players. It's Kalinka. Might have checked behind him. I don't think they have, actually. Krad will drop the first one. It's already sandwiched. It's all just a massive crunch on the remaining players, leaving only Kalinka, and he's not going to be standing up for much. 2 rounds in a row, and it's a very, very good look towards the CT side. But HellRaisers did start off the same way.
Absolutely right. Although I believe this is going to make the difference here in the mirroring that first half storyline, because the T side don't have enough money to go for that buy. They went for it in the last one. JR once again will be going for a save here, as he did in the last one. Get a buy up and utility in the next one instead. Well, he needs to find some damage with that. So far, it's been a bit quiet. The T side hopefully going to try and change things for him, but, well, Speedak, he's got a frag already here to start things off. Looking for the next one is Krad to deliver.
Hey.
It's just the T side melted at this point.
It's only Glock, though. Can't really,
I mean, it's a Glock, come on. I don't mind. I tried to hype it up.
Not the best gun in the game.
No, definitely not. Not by any means. Even
if it was an auto sniper, I would be, you know.
If it wasn't
I
auto
would be
shotty.
all over that. Oh, oof.
Yeah. Auto shotgun. That's what gets everyone going here in the game. That's what boosts you up into this. But JR going to be holding this mid for the cross. Not going to be seeing anyone adjust yet. An early flashbang in the doors, and Bulk's going to be receiving that as the T side. Immediately as the guns come out, they're going to go for a very fast play towards that A side by the looks of things. The CT side have gone for the long control instead, but now they kind of rotate a second man on the bomb side, and CTs, they're going to have to defend it. As HellRaisers already on shore, but they've slowed down immediately, and they might just want to go back at this point.
Well, they can. No one from Nemiga is really holding it too aggressively as well, but they do seem a little bit too dialed in at this point. Utility being thrown on out, and well, there's 2 players here from Nemiga. One is still hiding out, one's making all the noise. It's Speedak trying to sell the fact that there's only 1 player here. Won't be standing up for much, though, is Jo. He's still around. Kalinka up next on the chopping block, looking for a little bit too much information. Now, it's a 4-on-4 post-plant retake. There's a very good chance here for Jo, but he gets a little bit too greedy, looking for the extra rifle. And Flarich, he's still behind here. He won't be getting out alive, however.
I was about to say, do they know that he's there? Because they had 2 players trying to sandwich him. And apparently they did. removing him, but HellRaisers, they get themselves around number 9 and immediately back in the game just like that. 3 players should survive, and the CT is going to try and save those weapons that they have, an M4 and an AK-47. Into the next run, the CT side are going to have themselves a decent buy. As well, HellRaisers can hope to try and stabilize some of their economy. Not going to start off with a single round. Need to get a few more in a row here. As well, so do the CT. I don't know how, but Nemiga seem to always have money. They've lost, or they've won 3 rounds, lost, and immediately they've still got more than enough to go for a good buy and a double upset coming out. Okay.
I mean,
the
HellRaisers rocked out too. One on JR and one on Mir.
True. Now, we saw that smoke miss on the first half, but not here. Apparently, JR a bit more potent at landing that one. And again, it's basically the same as the last round. HellRaisers, they just go for that short control very quickly. I mean, now they are doing it. It's basically just saying that CT side of Nemiga, hey, watch out, we gotta be taking short unless you start fighting it. But that is a nice little nade there from Krad onto Mir. Standing having a bit of an exchange, and apparently some damage being done and back. And now, nice hops, does manage to escape. I'm going to be hops to the other side. So now they might think he's towards CT unless they heard the jump. So for that, we'll have to wait and see if HellRaisers taking their time. A flash in and a bit of information gain. Not a lot of it, but a Molotov baited out.
Well, HellRaiser is still looking for the way in. See how far they'll be able to get before the first shot will be fired off. Looking to already use all their utility, at least most of it that's necessary. Box here with the good counter flash. I might just delay them just a little bit more, and now the utility starts pouring on in. They're running out before they've even gotten towards the site. Box still here. Not going to be too much of a threat, however, as Lime is looking for a couple of extra frags. Now it's a 5-on-4 with the post plant already, and considering the positioning from HellRaisers, not exactly the worst scenario to be in. 3 players on the site. Already found a couple of frags. That's a good spray down from MDS. Not going to be enough to connect it, however.
That's more like it for the CT, or for that T side and JR. Much of that T side is now giving him a chance to shine on the AWP. The CT side definitely has that chance as well, but, well, for whatever reason or another, he was not really feeling it there. Now, those 2 frags are going to build up some of his confidence, and the bomb, as it starts to tick even faster, will explode. Krad, 6 HP and 16 pieces of armor. That is one of the lowest amounts I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's it's been unfortunate, but back to an equal scoreline. HellRaisers taking themselves back to double digits and back to 10 equal parts with Nemiga. I thought that one was going to hit. Yeah,
it looks like the perfect timing, but, well, apparently we've got an airbender there dodging the bullets.
He's beginning to believe.
Yeah, HellRaisers, they're right now. Okay, you know how I said the last 3 rounds HellRaisers have gone for that short control very quickly? Look at how much they've changed. They're giving that CT side time to take it. They're giving them time to react to this, but it's all in the vein of nothing. The CT is taking short while the T side, they're getting ready to hit that B bomb side. They've got 4 players towards the tunnels and the 5th one in T spawn. And now they know Kraz on short as well. That's going to force them to go for a bit of a play towards short. I'm thinking like a flashbang and molly to trying to clear that away while they're still using utility towards that B bomb side. So I might just be mistaken immediately there.
Oh boy, MDS has to play a little bit more carefully now. Smoke and fire. Now with the remaining Nemiga players basically almost lining up, having a very, very nice double angle. But it's not really going to be working out for them just yet. Mir with a double opening. Leaving only MDS, and he's also going to be removed instantly. That was beautiful from HellRaisers. There's nothing that Krad had anything to say about it, because, well, there's already a player next to him, and Stanin versus Stanin, and Mir just had the absolute dream of an opening round.
Oh god. Okay, I'm gonna have to disagree. That was not really that great. So you saw the, like, again, I'm gonna just go back into that, like, very analytical thing here. But you saw the CT side, they took short. The T side, I was expecting them to go for a bit of short control there, but apparently they just don't care. They had to rely on the aim and the entries from Mir there because, well, the CTs were 2 on the bomb side, 1 more rotating in, but they were all just being taken care of. So that kind of excuses, but you can't be able to, or you're not going to be able to catch out the CT side twice with a play like that. So they need to, like, if that round like that happens again, they need to start, like, forcing the CT side away from short, or, like, at least make them think they're taking a bit more map control, because they can just make the rotation, and next time it's not going to go the same way, surely. My 2 cents on the matter. Oh, nah, well, I don't know, I'll just keep an eye on it. You can just keep on talking about the game.
Looks like 2 cents is all that Nemiga still has in their bank account. Not exactly looking too frisky on the old economy, the old budget. With HellRaisers, they're looking to be building quite the amount of confidence and quite the amount of resolve throughout the entirety of Dust 2 so far. Mir still opening up the entirety of the Nemiga defense. That was the biggest threat already dealt with. He's just playing deathmatch at this point. He's got himself a 3K. I only saw 2 of them.
Well, he just found himself a bit of frags, and now could be MDS as well. If the Desert Eagle is spotted, Mir around the corner will fall to the Eagle, but immediately traded. Look at him, 24-14. He's having the time of his life right now. That's this T-side. I said JR has to wake up, but I mean Mir as well. That works out the same way.
Make him step up even more than he already has. No biggie.
Yeah, just casually dropping 24.
And I bet he's going to keep on going with he was planning on going with even more aggression, but he will get stopped by a tag of Brad.
Oh, but now back to that short aggression. I like this. I like the change once again. But speed up! What the hell is that? First, how is that second even a connection? The Deagle spam is fantastic, and tables are turning here immediately. As Nemiga might have stunned this T side, but Flourish, let's see what he has to say about this. He finds the first one, and Speedak looking for the frag out too long, and he's got that one as well. A third in the round here. As it's very quickly given the T side a 2 on for that nade, though that's a dangerous one. It's going to land directly on MDS.
Luckily, he had armor, or else that would have been an insta kill. Kalinka, well, alongside with JR, have to be wary of the fact that there's now 2 AKs on the side of Nemiga's defense. The P250 could also be a very big threat if things do go too badly, but those are the main 2 things you have to worry about, and they're both towards that A-bomb site. If they can deal with that quickly, they're set for basically closing out the round. And well, they do get the first one. AK already dropped to the floor. Speedak, he's gotten 2 already. Potential for the ace. He's going to regroup with his team instead, just wanting to give themselves the highest chance of overwhelming the AWP on JR. Well, he's going towards on long, so he could very well get overwhelmed by this planted for him. No utility on the side of Nemiga. It might get really, really dangerous. I don't think Speedak's going to be leading the charge here. He needs to be able to save the AK if things do go badly wrong. Kalinka is getting a lot of players coming on his way, but not really overpeaking it just yet. Good flashbangs coming on through. JR covering from afar, getting himself a 4K now. Potentially, if JO is going to stick around for that, but he will just grab the AK and he will just run for the hills. 13-10. Nemiga, they're starting to fall flat, but they have potential now.
Yeah, that round getting very close there as Speedak found himself 4 in that round, if I'm not mistaken. Nearly even taking down the final man. Had a chance for it, but the OP immediately there for the trade instead. Now he's got that up on himself. Looking for the frag, looking for the round. Nemiga gonna try and put a stop to this T side domination that's currently happening. I think 5 rounds in a row at this point. Could be it. And Karat apparently he's taking a lot of damage, down to 19 for whatever reason. And Mir, the aggression, maybe a bit of different type this time, is still going out and well, receiving a bonk on the head. Not a hammer, but a Molotov instead.
Just headbutted the Molotov full force. Oh well, other side of the map, MDS. He's gonna get pressured a little bit. That's a little bit of an awkward encounter. Can't really kill people with flashbangs that quickly. Mur still being his route towards on middle as well. If he wants to, he could potentially flank on through, but I don't think Nemiga's gonna be trying to go for this after plant scenario. Not gonna be fancying the chances. Mir does get that kill relatively easily.
He's
25 right now.
But he's not entering. He's just lurking somewhere.
Yeah. Well, Crowdy took a lot of damage just because of Mur's injuries. He's not going to be fancying his chances. They're going to be too far away. Wanting to hold on towards the remaining weaponry that they have. And they have enough to force buy on up. The loss bonus combined with the already saved up funds, especially on Jo. They're going to be right back at it in the following one.
Yeah, Gru, I'm going to tell you something. And you're going to tell me what's up, okay? Mir, as of right now, at round 24 or 25, his opening duels are 5-1.
It makes sense.
Thank you.
Yeah, it makes sense considering, like we said a little bit more previously. He's the he's the entry fragger. He's the stand-in. Just do whatever you want. Just have fun. If you want a flashbang, sure, we'll give you one. And
he's delivering. Sure, we'll give you one.
Yeah, me too. There you go. Have a smoke as well.
Oh, but flourish! I like this. The flashbang. Oh, crud! That's a sneaky one. It's not connecting, but T side again. They're changing things up. Instead of going short or long, they're just immediately in to mid. CT side. They were pulled back by Flyers. So JR all patch on the frag. That nade is quite a big one. Opening themselves up to that M4 headshot. But right now, instead of mid, they'll be headed towards that B site instead. And Mir again, he's been left towards that position while Geo defends that B site. Oh, but finds one, finds two, and apparently that is giving him a feast on this B bomb. So it's up to Mir now to turn the tables.
That's going to be difficult because he needs to catch up the rotation. And well, Pratt is a little bit too aware of that. That was a shutdown for Nemiga. A really, really good hold because, well, Jo, he didn't have any flashbangs to worry about. They just walked in towards his crosshair. And he just pulled the trigger a couple of times. It's a dream scenario if you're a sniper on that B bomb site.
Yeah, the CT Nemiga. Again, a double ups on them. Jo, the second one. JR. Oh! He spotted him. Oh, the slight gap over the doors. He's seen him. And gone for the tag. He doesn't know of it, but Geo down to 50 HP. And MDS apparently down to nice territory there. As he also escapes that molly. I like it. And the spam to follow. Quite normal at this point to see that coming in. The molly you can also play in different ways, but that's one I know of as well. Especially there. You know the little corner behind the doors? If anyone hides in it, the Molotov comes in, you run away, you're gonna try and jump away. AK, SG, whatever is there to just try and spam you through those doors. Right here where MDS is currently going. Carefully demonstrating it to us. As well, nothing found so far with the T side. Changing things up. Back to what's worked so far. The AK is out to mid. There's the molly again.
Oh boy.
As well, there's the perfect demonstration of it. He's taken quite a bit of damage.
It's not fortunate. Well, MDS, he needs to he's still going to be standing strong though, so spraying through the wall, not a guaranteed kill in most circumstances. Now going towards the B bomb site. Crowd with a very aggressive forward position, looking for the first entry duel. Has been taken down to 50, but not much more than that. They haven't even been expecting him. MDS also shutting everything down. That was a slaughter from side of Nemiga. They're all low on health with 25 seconds left at this point. I don't think Flarich is going to be able to do too much.
No, but look at how much damage the T-side have still done here. Like, a few frags are definitely possible. However, it doesn't really look like Flarich wants to go for it. It's a bit disappointing. Like,
it's hard to know
at this point. Like, the CT side, a lot of the players are low HP or, like, relatively low HP. So you hate seeing, like, a round like this, but without any frags for the T side. Obviously, it doesn't really matter. The CTs, they've got themselves quite a bit of money now. And the T side have still got enough to go for a buy themselves. 12-14 and get headed to the final few rounds of the regulation time here. On the map 1, the map pick of the HellRaisers. And second one, I believe, is going to be... Ooh, Mirage. There we go. Got that one.
Yeah, that's
a...
That oh.
Oh, there we go. Smoke lands.
Oh, okay.
What? Okay. Yeah.
Go kill. That's the whole strategy behind that. Thought process. Well, it has definitely been working out so far. It is now 26. He has slowed down a little bit as Nemiga has been stepping up. But Nemiga have put themselves in quite an awkward position now. No short control, no long control either. Now, with HellRaisers slowly but surely figuring everything out, could be quite the potential for a take here. Krad pushing up, but Flourish is here. Looking quite poison ready, but not ready for the refrag from Speedak. 2 ops on this potential retake, and I don't fancy their chance if they don't hit a couple of shots in there. Oh, another miss from Speedak. I thought the first one would have hit, but it didn't. Now it's 3 on 3. They have to go for this post plant, and it isn't planted for the Opera in pit, which makes it a little more difficult for him to be really relevant. But luckily for him, they are coming towards him. Speedak leading the charge, but Mayor still missing in the op bullets. Not exactly fantastic, or not a favorite Opera on any team, but he will select the first and the second one as well. Tags him onto Speedak, but not much more than that. Looking for just the op to save, or at least go for the round still, but Kalinka will close it out 15-12. And that's a very impressive... I just realized how big the streak for HellRaisers was on their T side.
Yeah, so I'm also the stat guy right now this game. Look at Karate. He's got 9 assists.
9 assists?
9 assists, man. It's doing stuff.
I think that's a good thing.
I mean, he's got quite a bit of damage done, but well, unable to really find the ones that matter, I guess, with Nemiga now down 3 rounds. And JR was thinking he's going to pull the trigger there. Looking close to it, but T-side. Again, changing things up slightly.
Whoa!
The Speedak, a shot coming in. And rings the bells of Lime, removes him from the round. And it's got to be the secondary up in mid-mirror. Is he expecting it as now the flash is coming in? Has forced the CT side away from it. Into a 4-on-5 for HellRaisers.
Speedak's still here. JR! Wow! Just casually walks on up, takes down the offer, and now a little bit of an awkward situation. Still trying to battle this one now. It's a firing squad for Box at the end of it.
Oh, but it's Kalinka here.
Well, Kalinka's going to be the main player. He does get taken down. And now, potentially, for the last round of this map, for HellRaisers to take this one back, Mir has planted for short, but that's where Nemiga is going to be coming from, and if they're going towards CT, it's going to get real difficult. But if they wrap all the way around, there's a definite chance. I don't think anyone would ever expect it, because it's such an unusual play.
This is actually big. Like, even if Mir stays alive, if he makes a bit of noise, they're going to win out the round. Shirley and Flourish. Oh, no. You mentioned it, no one's going to expect this. All he has to do is wait Mir with the first frag. Here comes the second one, but MDS, he's ready. And they know where Mir is now. They just have the defuse player coming in from long, going for the jump shot. He has to go for it.
No!
Being stuck.
He gets
He's
it!
going, it's Grad. He's traded, but does he have time? He's not. The round's going to be won by HellRaisers on the map. It goes their way, 16-12.